Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to, of course, the Grizzly Talk Podcast. I'm your host, K.L.P. Kennedy Patterson, y'all. Yes. I don't know why I always introduce myself as, K.L.P. first. I guess that's just because we just wrapped up our last podcast, y'all, and that was fun to do. So I'm back in front of the mic finally. I know it's been a couple of days. Honestly, you guys gonna have to excuse me because we're in school now. We started our fall semester. Of course, I'm taking 5 classes, so it has been a grind these past couple of weeks. I know it doesn't get any easier from here. So for all of my GGC communities, I tell you guys that stay strong. You got this. Stay strong and stay confident for the semester. Now we've got some exciting news. I'm not going to waste anyone's time. Of course, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are starting your semester off strong. I know we did. Last episode we talked about GGC get involved initially giving out biscuits, wonderful tasty biscuits en masse for the last week. Now this week, GGC is really trying to innovate and really get to know students for this year of 2020, despite everything that's going around in this crazy world that we live in. A lot of people are doing a lot of fun stuff. Of course, we're going to start off with the first news. Of course, while many might like to forget 2020, I know I would, honestly. The year holds importance of the first year of transfer students entering GGC to welcome students and assist in their transition to a new institution. GGC distribute time capsules. I saw this on Instagram and I read about it on Twitter. And of course, Grizzly Photography, our photography line here at Grizzly Talk Podcast, we did a Grizzly photography of the event that they had where they were giving out these time capsules. You write anything you want to on these time capsules. They're more like mason jars, but it was really cool that they did mason jars because these look very, very nice. And they look expensive, So, time capsules during August 20th event with safety and social distancing protocols that are in place. The containers were filled with information about the college, fun facts, and a number of questions contained on sheets of paper on which students could record their responses for reflection as they graduate from the college. The in-person event drew about 30 students, which a similar event scheduled to take place online from 2:15 to 3 p.m. Tuesday. The events are sponsored by GGC Office of Advancement and the College 4 Pillars. Now, I do know about both these departments. 4 Pillars I knew about a little bit because my brother was a part of 4 Pillars at one point. And the Office of Advancement, they really do some really rocking good jobs for the students to make sure they're prepared and getting ready to develop their college career. So it's very fun that they did something like that. I am stoked that they did something like that because it's just not it's not like every day that they're able to do something like that, and it's just really cool to see that they got something going on for that. And it's just it really is a rocking good time that they had. Based on the photos that I've seen, they've had some really good things going on there. So no more news for GGC, of course. So, of course, the August Spotlight, join us for free customized street signs. It's going to be August 22nd, I believe, and I believe that is actually tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow. As I look at my producer, he's telling me it's tomorrow. So, of course, August Spotlight, they're giving away customized street signs from 12 to 2 p.m. at the second floor lounge in the E building. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some safety protocols and some social distancing protocols in place for this event. I get upset, I'm very upset because the reason why I'm saying I'm upset is because every time I try to get a customized sign, I either hear about it late or it's the time where I have meetings and work, and I'll be in meetings pretty much all day tomorrow, so I won't be able to be there. So this will be another customized street sign event that I missed, my 10th one that I'm missing. But, if you really want, and let me tell you, those street signs are really cool to make. They have limited supply, of course, but when you make something like that, that's just something that you keep forever. Of course, you can put your name on it, and then you put Grizzly's Way or Grizzly's Boulevard. So it's just really cool that they do something like this. Hopefully, they do more of it this semester. That's all I can say on that. It's just hopefully they do more where I'm not so busy and I'm not out of the office or I'm not out of town when they do this kind of event. So, of course, GGC Barely Actors posted something, and I really like it when they're doing something with their work too, because, GGC Barely Actors is something very exciting for not only GGC, but the Gwinnett County community in general. Of course, they're partnered with Aurora Theater. There are actors, there's producers, there are directors that are part of this organization. It's really fun because I dabble in filmmaking and production making. I even made my own play one time, and I was a stage director. So I do know about the effects of that, and it's good to see that GGC Barely Actors is back in business. Of course, All American Boys, August 26th at 7:30 p.m. By Jody, and I'm sorry if I butcher your names wrong. I'm sorry. Jody Drishner Alfaren and Vicky Finning Crouch. It looks like Crouch. Sorry. So it's based on the book by Jason Reynolds and Brandon Kelly. It is, it's off the page. It's been developed by them and directed by Renita James. So check them out. It is actually tonight. So by the time you're hearing this, we're going to do an instant upload right after we're done recording. So check them out. Of course, the All American Boys. I want to say this is a play at the Aurora Theater. 7:30. Be there. And I'm pretty sure they're going to practice some social distancing kind of thing too. Of course, more news for GGC Honors. You're invited to a day in the life of a digital marketer. Of course, I think WIT, WIT, Women in IT, they messaged us to announce this event. So we're doing it on the podcast, and of course, rest assured, WIT at GGC, we're going to make your commercial for sure. A day in the life of a digital marketer. Join us for fun, informative session open to all GGC students. Colleen Swanger, head of global digital marketing. Of course, Colleen is a result-driven marketing professional with extensive experience in revenue marketing, digital media marketing, and user experience. Of course, with B2B in tech companies in both domestic and international markets. Of course, there's a live virtual meeting, of course. You can register. They're going to have a link there. It's going to be Monday, August 31st from 12 to 1 p.m. Again, that's Monday, August 31st at 12 to 1 p.m. If you have any more further questions, please contact WIT. You can do WIT, WITGGC. That's all one word for their Instagram. It's good to see that they're doing something like that. Of course, my good friend Stephanie with her American Sign Language Club is kicking off really strong for this fall. Of course, the ASL Club meeting, general body meeting, will be, well, they had it yesterday. I want to say yesterday, August 25th from 2 to 3 in Microsoft Teams. But rest assured, I'm pretty sure they're going to do meetings every Tuesday around that time. And the same thing with OLOS too. If you're looking for something to be a part of, for sure, I really recommend you guys going out for these general body meetings, because you never know what you might end up liking until you go to the meeting and you actually get to see it for sure. It's just very, very exciting, to say the least. At the last news announcements for today's podcast, before we get on to our next segment, of course, we're implementing music. But before we get to that, of course, last Friday was hashtag Go Grizzlies Friday, and we had a lot of great people participate in that. That is a new tradition that we started here at GGC and GGC Athletics. So, if that's something that you want to be a part of and you missed last Friday's hashtag Go Grizzlies Fridays, this Friday is coming up and the tradition continues on. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to get your special Grizzly photography artwork, I gave 3 artworks last week to 3 phenomenal GGC students who participated in that. So please, I really recommend you guys going out for that. It's hashtag Go Grizzlies Friday. Now we're going to take a quick break here, but while we do that, we're going to have some music, some instrumental music, of course. Have to keep it PG for the Grizzly Talk podcast, but this song I think you guys might actually appreciate. So take a listen. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this is the Lucas... Sorry, folks, this is not the Lucas Chat Podcast. This is the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Sorry, y'all. We just did a show, Lucas Chat Podcast. That's my other podcast show we do, and I kind of forgot what show we were doing because we did another one. So, my apologies, Grizzly fans. This is the Grizzly Talk Podcast with your host, Kennedy Patterson. We're back, y'all. I'm embarrassed, man. I'm looking at my producers. They're like, what? You on the wrong show, Kennedy. So... That's what happens when you live. You go make that mistake, you know. So, welcome back to the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Of course, before we close out today's show, hopefully you guys enjoyed the music that we added. We're going to start adding instrumental music like that for the podcast. I think a lot of people will appreciate that more often. So, we're going to do that a lot more often for the Grizzly Talk Podcast. Please be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Grizzly_Talk. Again, that's Instagram, Grizzly_Talk. We have over 1,700 followers there, and I am so blessed and so humbled to have that many followers, and you guys really listen to it. So if you want your voice to be heard, just send me an email at kpatterson2@ggc.edu, and also at Grizzly_Talk for Instagram. So that's going to do it for the Grizzly Talk Podcast for today. Stay safe, go Grizzlies, and again, please, stay safe.